keep searching for.
All right, folks, prepare to get the chills. Today, we're counting down the top 7 most haunted hotels you can stay in if you're brave enough. Buckle up, because each of these hotels has its own terrifying story, and by the end, you might just find yourself double-checking under your bed. Number 7. The Ancient Ram Inn, Gloucestershire, England. The Ancient Ram Inn is like a magnet for ghost hunters and thrill seekers. The inn has a rich history of paranormal investigations, and with every exploration, more frightening stories come to light. Many guests report that this inn has an oppressive atmosphere, something dark, ancient, and unwelcoming. Imagine walking into the inn's old, creaking structure only to feel a cold hand on your shoulder, and turning around to find no one there. This inn has had reports of ghostly apparitions since the 1960s. One of the most notorious sightings is a child spirit, often seen in the shadows and even heard whispering in rooms. Some visitors claim they've seen phantom monks, thought to be from a time when the land was owned by the local church. And if the ancient history isn't chilling enough, paranormal investigators have discovered that the building sits on ley lines, magnetic paths that some believe enhance paranormal activity. Plus, with tales of ancient pagan rituals, demonic presences, and even sacrificial ceremonies, it's no wonder many believe this inn is a direct portal to the other side. Would you brave a night at the Ancient Ram Inn? With so many dark legends tied to the building, it's no surprise that guests often leave in the middle of the night, unable to stay another moment. Number 6. Banff Springs Hotel. Edinburgh, Scotland. Moving on to Banff Springs Hotel in Scotland, this grand, Gothic-inspired hotel has a look and feel that would be unsettling even without the ghosts. Imagine walking down its long, echoing hallways late at night, with paintings of stern faces lining the walls, only to see a cloaked figure, the Watcher, out of the corner of your eye. Some guests say the Watcher silently stands in their rooms at night, a shadowy figure who disappears the moment they reach for the light. The ghostly piper, however, is known for making a bit more of a ruckus. He's often heard in the hotel's darkened hallways or in empty banquet rooms, playing haunting melodies that echo through the corridors. Many guests have described the experience as surreal, as if stepping back in time, hearing the pipes of ancient Scotland calling out. The piper supposedly haunts the place because he died in a hidden passageway beneath the hotel, forever doomed to play his instrument. So, if you're up for a late-night concert with a ghostly Scottish twist, the Banff Springs Hotel is a must-visit. Just don't be surprised if you have more company than expected during your stay. Number 5. Hotel del Coronado, Coronado, California, USA. The history of the Hotel del Coronado is tragic, adding to its haunted allure. Kate Morgan checked into the hotel on November 24, 1892, and was later found dead on the hotel steps. Some say she died by suicide, others suspect foul play. The mystery surrounding her death has kept her spirit lingering around the hotel grounds, and guests report seeing her ghost wandering in despair. But the eerie sightings don't end with Kate. Hotel staff and visitors often experience lights flickering and electronic devices malfunctioning. One of the eeriest details? The scent of Kate's favorite perfume supposedly fills the air just before she appears. Staff members even report items being mysteriously rearranged, and one night, an entire wall of wine bottles was found shattered, even though the hotel was empty. And her old room? It's said that guests staying there have awoken in the middle of the night to see a shadowy figure by the window, looking out as if waiting for someone. For anyone intrigued by an unresolved mystery and unafraid of ghostly encounters, a night at Hotel del Coronado promises plenty of both. Number 4. The Langham Hotel, London, England. The Langham Hotel in London is one of the most luxurious places you'll ever find yourself petrified in. This hotel doesn't just have one ghost story, but a whole cast of spectral residents. Let's talk about room 333, the most haunted of them all. It's so haunted, in fact, that guests have requested room changes in the middle of the night. The story goes that during the month of October, the ghost of a Victorian-era man, often described as wearing a full suit and an unsettling grin, appears to guests. Witnesses say he floats above the floor, staring at them with hollow eyes. And he's not alone. There's also the German prince who is believed to have leaped out of a hotel window to his death. Guests often report feeling a sudden chill and seeing a figure in military uniform pacing the halls, especially on the upper floors. The Langham is filled with ghost stories like these, each one more mysterious than the last. And if you're a thrill seeker who loves a touch of luxury, the Langham might just be your ideal haunted escape. Number 3. Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel, Banff, Alberta, Canada. The Canadian Rockies set the perfect spooky backdrop for the Fairmont Banff Springs Hotel. Known for its fairy tale architecture and chilling paranormal activity, this hotel has been a hotspot for ghost stories since it was built in 1888. It's even been called the Shining of Canada for good reason. Let's talk about the Ghost Bride. Legend says that on her wedding day, the bride tripped on her dress and fell down the grand staircase to her death. Since then, she's been spotted walking the halls, her ethereal form drifting gracefully as if in a never-ending wedding march. Guests have even seen her reflection in mirrors, only to turn around and find no one there. And Sam the bellman? Well, he's a friendlier ghost, often seen helping guests with their luggage and then disappearing before they can tip him. For those looking to blend luxury with the supernatural, Banff Springs Hotel offers both. But keep your eyes peeled. You never know if the bride or Sam will make a surprise appearance. Number 2, the Queen Mary, Long Beach, California, USA. The Queen Mary is a floating labyrinth of paranormal encounters. From its time as a luxurious ocean liner to its days as a woo troop carrier, this ship has witnessed a lot of tragedy, and it seems those who met untimely ends haven't quite moved on. The infamous pool area, where guests report hearing the laughter of ghostly children, is particularly eerie. The Lady in White, an apparition frequently seen strolling through the ship's corridors, seems trapped in a loop, endlessly wandering as though she's searching for something or someone lost at sea. Some say she was a passenger who died on board, while others believe she might be connected to the Queen Mary's darker past. And if you're feeling brave, book the notoriously haunted Cabin B340. Many guests have fled this room in the middle of the night, claiming they felt an overwhelming presence, heard knocking on walls, or even saw dark shadows in the corner of their eyes. A night aboard the Queen Mary is not for the faint of heart, but it's a paranormal enthusiast's dream come true. And finally, at number 1, the Stanley Hotel, Estes Park, Colorado, USA. The Stanley Hotel doesn't just inspire fear, it inspired The Shining. Stephen King himself stayed here and left with nightmares that birthed one of the most terrifying novels of all time. But you don't need to read a book to get a fright here. The hotel's ghosts are more than happy to give you a first-hand experience. In addition to the faint strains of piano music attributed to Flora Stanley, guests frequently experience cold spots, lights flickering, and doors that slam shut on their own. Room 217, where Stephen King stayed, is particularly notorious for its eerie happenings. People report feeling an intense presence, as if they're being watched, and some even claim they saw ghostly figures at the foot of their beds. The hotel's Night Spirit Tour dives into its most haunted areas, guiding you through the history of the hotel and allowing you to walk where apparitions have been sighted. And as you leave, you might just find yourself checking over your shoulder or looking back at the hotel with newfound respect and fear. And there you have it. 7 of the world's most haunted hotels, each with their own spine-chilling tales, eerie atmospheres, and ghostly residents. Whether you're an avid ghost hunter or simply looking for a story to tell around the campfire, these haunted hotels offer some of the most unforgettable and terrifying experiences out there. So, are you brave enough to book a night? Let us know which hotel you'd be daring enough to stay in. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, safe travels.